I believe dog training is like a conversation with a friend. Challenges happen with that conversation when we don't like the answer that our friend is giving, and we end up trying to change the question. Today, we're doing a deep dive into the unconscious habit some of us have of trying to control the dog. I'm also going to share with you this quick and catchy acronym that I use to explain 4 questions that I ask myself constantly in my own dog training that I ask my students to ask themselves in their dog training. The 4 questions are defined by the acronym. It's kind of like catching yourself in a sneeze. EGTT. I told you. Now, you could also use the acronym PLAY. I'll show you how you do that. But truly, it's it. So the first question is, I want to establish what's of value for my dog. So I'm going to be going at a place of curiosity. Now, dogs come pre-programmed. They like food and water. That's what's of value. But that value will be different depending on a lot of things. So let's say you were just playing Frisbee with your dog and it's super hot. Be careful there. Be careful about doing things like that, playing catch with your dog when it's super hot. But your dog's tongue's hanging out of their mouth and you say, hey, how about some dried popcorn? No, thank you. Right then, what's of value is a big bowl of water. Okay, so the first question is, I need to find out, evaluate, establish at this moment what's of value. What's of value? You can't train unless you know what's of value. Now, our second is the G, and that is the G of the ugh. The G is we need to now grow what's of value. So you need to grow that, because if we only use one thing, then we're asking a dog to say, oh, I get chicken wieners at home. Why would I listen to you when you're training with chicken wieners at the park where there's a lot of distractions? So we need to establish what's of value, and now we need to grow that. And we might grow it to some dried treats when we're at home and some really exciting, maybe fresh roast beef or some treats. Liver pate is a really go-to. If you've got a picky eater, go pick yourself up some liver pate. That's super high value, but you need medium value. You need low value. So you're going to grow things like growing the value of tugging with you, tugging a toy with you. All right. So those are things that I'm constantly at every stage of my training. What's of value now? Are there more things I could be growing value with? And that leads us to our third question. It's the T. So we've got the UGT. The T is we need to think of transferring the value. And so often, people who use lures in their training, they don't think of transferring the value. Oh, my dog loves hot dogs. Look, he'll sit, he'll down, he'll prance by my side. He'll come. Look, mommy's got a cookie. He'll come every time. But the joke's on you, because he won't come every time, because the value stays with the wiener. Your dog will make a decision to choose the distraction over you and the wiener. Okay, so we need to transfer the value. That's question number 3. What should I be transferring the value to now? And it could be something as simple as transferring the value into something super important that could save your dog's life, their name. It doesn't matter what breed of dog you have. It makes no difference whatsoever. It's all about the transfer value. I'll give you an example. One of our recaller students recently shared this awesome video where she was looking through some old videos, and she said she first started recallers, every time she'd get her dog's dinner ready, they'd get excited and they'd grab a toy and they'd start killing the toy, and maybe 3 of them would get tugging on it and they'd get over aroused and they'd start running around the house like maniacs until she got them fed. And then she showed a video of them doing dinner now, and they're all just hanging out. You can see they look completely chill. There's no anxiety. They're not barking and saying, hurry up, mom, get my food on the table. They're just chill, right? That's just a transfer of value. These are 3 Dalmatians. And We start the story of recallers with 3 adult Dalmatians living in complete chaos and anarchy because they're just running crazy all over the house. And the happy ending is she's just done a fantastic job. And it's not like we're talking about a professional dog trainer, just a pet owner like anybody listening to this. So any of you who have followed the perch work video where we're talking about getting your dog into reinforcement zone and using the perch, you're transferring value. And now we're going to our second T, the 4th letter in that quick and catchy acronym. And that is, we're going to test the value. So we're going to take our dog who we've been building value for reinforcement zone with all that perch work, and we're going to go out to our front yard and see if our dog can take one step and get rewarded. But the challenge is what happens is people establish what's of value. Oh, you like hot dogs? All right, we're using hot dogs for the rest of your life. And then they jump right through to testing the value. We're going to go for a walk and I want to see how much you like the hot dog. Can you stay by my side? Because I'm luring you to stay here. And that's where the conversation goes bad. And that's when people say this reinforcement-based dog training crap, it doesn't really work. No, because my dogs are going to choose the deer over the wiener. So it can't work. I'm here to tell you it can and it does work. It works not just for my dogs, and my dogs are as driven about chasing deer as anybody's. It works for anybody's dog who is willing to say, I want that conversation with my dog from a place of neutrality. I want to approach every conversation with my dog from a place of curiosity. All right, so we've got that quick and fancy, catchy acronym. Now, I did say, if you need it, we can make it the acronym PLAY, because let's face it, that's what dog training, really good, effective dog training is all about, playing with their dog. Okay, so here's that fancy, quick, and catchy acronym with PLAY. And it is, please establish value, lengthen or grow the value, actually transfer the value, and then you test the value. PLAY. See how easy acronyms work? It's just a catchy phrase to help you remember those 4 questions, no matter what stage of training that you're at with your dog.